Dave, you've seen both. I'm going offline now. You've seen both sides of that because you've got your NIH, which is less restricted. I mean, maybe not unrestricted, but you're working in the focus, and then you've kind of had to balance it because of that valuable data you got from your industry partnership. Do you feel a bit schizophrenic at times?
Absolutely, yeah. Schizophrenic, and also it's a little difficult to manage at times. You know, if you're mentoring students and they're working in a field where you think they may be generating, you know, data that could be valuable to the company, you know, it's oftentimes, well, does that mean if I buy reagents for that project, you know, which fund should it come from? So there's schizophrenia, but also a little bit of confusion at times, quite frankly, when you run the lab, just in terms of what you're after for the federal dollars is sometimes there's overlap between these areas, and that for me has been an interesting thing to try and learn how to manage.
But it's not a problem, right? Because I hear it's synergy, which is good. And that's exactly what you want in your lab, and the graduate students want, right, Dave? And it's, of course, what industry wants. They've come to you because you have a track record in an area they're interested in, and it's a natural, the collaboration is a natural synergy. So it's good, too.
Yeah, I think it is. It's just sometimes, you know, there are things that you just can't do with federal dollars, and you know, trying to just sort of logistically manage a lab that does that has been one of the more interesting learning curves for me.
And you bring up a really good point, because as a recipient of federal dollars, if an invention occurs, we have a duty to report to the federal government and follow certain processes and procedures. And I think many times inventors or faculty members say, well, we came up with an invention, but that was not the goal of my grant, so it's not reportable. And as far as the federal agency is concerned, if you use federal dollars, if you've got a research technician whose salary is covered by the grant, although they may have worked on the industry project, those federal dollars flowed over. So now we have an obligation to report under Bayh-Dole. It's not a bad thing. It's that management
That's right.
process.